Hello, hello, hello. What is up? Welcome to Those Indie Geeks, where we talk about all the things that we love in a geeky manner. How you guys doing today?
I'm good. I'm just ready.
What's up, everybody? My name is Prodigal, and I'm vibing to the same music that Just Race is vibing to right now in his head.
I'm not, and my name is Q. And welcome to Those Indie Geeks. We did that weird this time. I didn't. I was all like,
It's your fault.
What are you vibing to, and what are you vibing to? I just asked y'all how
I was trying to follow him. She got into a rhythm, and I was just like, okay.
Okay, all right. I'm all like, I don't know what to do. Well, welcome, one and all. We got some things to talk about. This Daredevil show, bro. This Daredevil show. It's always been peak, but this season, I feel like they're doing a lot of things that they're kind of making sure that we don't have to worry. Because I think a lot of people were worried when Daredevil came over to Disney Plus, or to Disney in general, because it's Disney. You know, they're not known for their rated R, stuff here. But this last episode, man, well, we got our first F-bomb, right? That was the first strong F-bomb from what's his face's White Tiger's niece.
Yeah,
that's right. Shout out to the next generation carrying on the torch of cuss words.
Alpha F-bomb.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it was
No, well, actually, it's such a sad situation. Yeah. But first off, like, rest in peace to White Tiger. I mean, we start off the episode starts off with, shots of the amulet and the mask and all of that, and just a sobering reminder of, like, where we left off from the last episode. And yeah, it going into that corner, kind of talking to Matt about, what happened and how it happened and all that. And initially, to be honest, like, when the coroner said, like, I don't inspect anything that's not on the body or whatever he said, I was just like, it's kind of rude. I don't know, like, is he?
No, it was snarky as heck, bro.
He was hiding something.
I was like, nah, you're a coroner, bro. You're supposed to check almost everything.
Right, exactly. But what's his niece's name? It's supposed to be the comics too.
That's a great question.
I don't know why I almost said Alejandro. I almost said Alejandro just out of instinct. I don't know why. Like,
well,
yeah, I was. I ain't gonna hold you. I never know her name. I just know she takes up the mantle.
Ava. Yeah, Ava.
None of anything that I said.
Yeah. Her coming into the scene, and, like, great actress. I mean, like, she displayed the emotions very well, and that was a very crazy, touching scene for sure. And crazy, but yeah, shout out to her for dropping the first F-bomb,
bro. When Matt hugged her, bro, that's it. I was just like, look, Matt, put the costume back on, bro.
Yeah,
put the costume back on. Go find him, bro.
I mean, she was spitting facts. She was like, "Yo, who gonna get justice for my uncle?"
Yeah, exactly.
Can't go to them. Can't go to the people because he's just gonna be another Hector in the Heights. So it's just like, who gonna be the person to bring justice for my uncle?
Yeah.
And as a collective, I know for me in my house, we was all looking at the TV like, I mean, Matt, she not wrong. It's gonna have to be you.
Got a point.
It's gonna have to be you.
Yeah. No, Matt
she said
definitely.
They ain't gonna freaking do anything about it.
No, Matt definitely was like that comforting presence she needed, because he knows exactly, like, what she's going through, like, so many times, like, obviously, right, and throughout his life, him losing his dad, and now Foggy and all of that. So I think that was a great scene for sure, well executed, and just really set the scene because you can start to see the cracks in Matt in that moment, right? Like, with what ends up happening in the end of the episode. It's really 100% good for sure.
Job to whoever the actor for Ava is. You did awesome.
Facts. Now, that's one thing I will say about episode 4. Episode 4, it wasn't a lot of action, wasn't a lot of fight scenes and nothing like that. But the character work and the story that was told in this episode was fire. Everybody was acting except for one person, and we'll get to that later. But
What's talking about it?
I forgot for a second, then I'm just like, okay, never mind. I know what you're talking about.
The fiddle faddle guy. I swear I've seen him in other stuff where he's acted better, but I'm just all like,
for sure.
I don't know who
fiddle
this actor
faddle
is.
guy. Yo, fiddle faddle guy. What's going on?
Like
What are you
nothing,
doing?
even when he was trying to make a point, it still wasn't convincing. It was just like, I feel you, but my nigga, you
But
on
you
HD.
don't-
We got you
Yeah.
on TV. We got
Still
you
talking about I
red-handed.
paid for it. I paid for it last Monday.
Since
This
when
fiddle
does the
faddle,
store hold your merchandise for a week that you already purchased fully?
Bruh, since when do they
The
hold
bodega
fiddle
at
faddle?
Right.
That's hilarious.
This ain't Walmart with layaway. Like this,
Yeah.
you are buying
No,
fiddle faddle from a corner store.
here's my whole thing with him was the fact that yes, he was spitting facts for some of that. For some of that, it's like it's hard out here, and like, you know, you got people on food stamps, you got people struggling. We don't know the struggle for like New York. We don't know how like their system is, but I would imagine it's not great, even in a fictional world, right?
Right.
but like when he started spitting facts, all of a sudden he started getting loony with it. Like it's just like, bro, number one, you're having a tough time eating. Why are you only stealing fiddle faddle? There's no
Right. That part.
You can. I know
You
my
wanted,
corner
you
store
wanted,
guy.
he
you
said-
wanted dessert.
He said he wanted
You
to
wanted-
like, you know, offset the crap that he was eating from the dumpster and all of that. And he was
But
just like,
fiddle
I
faddle?
want fiddle faddle. Okay, first of all, I've never had fiddle faddle, so I don't know. You
It's
know.
good. I'm just saying, but like it's
Yeah.
not
I ain't gonna hold
like
you. I ain't never heard of
much
fiddle faddle.
better.
Yeah,
So
I haven't.
It's
I don't
just-
even know what fiddle faddle was.
It's
It's
caramel
just
corn?
like caramel corn.
Caramel.
Well,
I call it caramel.
Caramel. Well, you have an accent. There's. I'm sorry. I swear it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna let it happen, bro. You're my friend. I'm not gonna let it happen.
Oh, Jesus.
Caramel corn. he bounced. He said, I'm out.
That
I'm
had
out.
nothing to do with my accent. People say caramel and people say caramel. There's always a debate about this. This is not about my accent.
People say caramel. No, I'm just playing. The caramel corn or
Oh,
It's the kind of bullying I'm subject to
Caramel
in this,
oh, Jesus.
the caramel corn.
In this
It's like
chat,
caramel corn with peanuts.
this podcast.
It's caramel corn with peanuts. We're not bullies. I swear.
Got you.
We love each other. It's crazy. But no, I'm just kind of like, that's only a step up from the trash. Literally,
Yeah.
a
Right.
step up from the trash. Like,
yeah,
what are
yeah,
you
yeah.
doing,
But
bro?
it's
Like,
not a huge upgrade for
at the
sure.
bodega, at the bodega, you got sandwiches, you got lunch meat. You couldn't have
Yeah.
Ice cream? Like, it's a lot of stuff
Ice
you
cream,
can get.
anything.
Yeah, ice cream.
anything
Yeah,
else.
he wanted a
Noodles?
sweet treat. He could have gotten
Noodles?
ice cream, but no. Yeah, I think
could have got anything.
I think
Anything.
I think in the beginning of like his first meeting with Matt, before Matt goes and talks to the prosecutor, like the second one is where he's talking about like that, you know, the
Right.
struggle
First
that he's
meeting
going
was
through.
outrageous. It
But-
was like, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Lock
He was
him
like
up.
poking
Yeah.
fun at
Like, lock
him
him
being
up.
blind
Oh,
and
man.
all of that, and then the second
Blind
meeting was
man?
when, right? The second meeting was more like, okay, like you could kind of see the problems coming in, or like what he's really going through.
Like, I get
but
it.
I
Yeah.
just, I don't know. It
He
wasn't.
just wasn't executing the way that everybody else
Nah.
was acting.
He
Was
was.
at all.
But
He
And-
was.
and
it's
it's
crazy
such an
because we
episode
started
where-
out on such a high note, acting-wise, with Matt and the little girl. And it was just like, we get to him, and it's just like, man, lock him up.
Yeah.
Lock him up, bro.
yeah.
Like,
Lock
but
him up.
someone
Every
who
time he came.
really brought the funny inadvertently was Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin. Bro was
Ah, man.
hilarious this episode. He
He
was.
was.
what-
I was.
I was
cracking
thinking the
up.
same thing. I was thinking the same thing when the second time they sang "We built this city." I was like,
"Fam," in a different language. I would have been like,
Latvian?
all right, let's pack it up.
This is
Let's
hilarious. Bro's face
I appreciate
was
it.
so, and like when he stood up, I think it's now becoming a meme. Like, you know, Kingpin standing up, like, you know, after the kids started singing or finished singing.
Yeah.
Like he just
that was funny.
Yeah, that he was just like, no, please don't.
And for our next
don't
selection,
nope. Shut that down real quick. He was like,
don't worry about it.
Please don't. Please don't.
That ain't it, bro. Nope. Yeah.
Bro,
I
that
mean,
kid
He's trying
was on
so hard.
every
You gotta
key
give him
possible.
credit because he's trying so hard not to be the Kingpin at this point in time.
yeah.
He
Like,
is,
because
bless his heart.
you can tell you just.
You know, it's a struggle.
I just want to strangle.
It's a struggle.
Every single one.
Bro, them kids was on every single key on the scale. It was like,
know.
can somebody get on the correct key?
So-
'Cause y'all
So
was at
apparently-
A-minor,
Apparently, the director of the episode was saying, like, the kids that they got was part of, like, a school choir. And they were actually, like, the first or second take, like, they were really good. Like, they sang it really well. And they had to, like, convince them to sing in different keys and, like, make it sound discordant so that
okay,
it will
gotcha.
sound trash. Yeah. It was really
They're like,
hard
we
to get
didn't-
them to actually sing back.
They're like, hold on, we don't
Yeah.
need you to be good. we need you. We
Yeah.
need you to be.
We need you to be terrible, actually.
Vincent D'Onofrio was actually transfixed the whole time. He was just like, "This is too good. I don't want to get up. I don't want to go to my next meeting." Yeah, no.
The funniest thing to me with Kingpin in this episode, my wife actually pointed out. She was like, "Hey, yo, why he still sound like Edgar?" And I was just like, "Low key, Kingpin's voice is a little bit more tamer Edgar from Men in Black."
Oh yeah. I kind of hear it. I kind of hear it. Yeah, no, I think just his struggle of being a politician, I think it really comes, like, you know, especially when he finds out someone leaked the whole garbage thing, and he's just walking up to the Latvian convention conference, whatever, and he's walking up and he's just like, "I need an all hands meeting right now." Like, you know, they could see you know. I mean, it was really good.
He was finna slap everybody in that room.
I know he was. Yeah, no, straight up. Yeah, so I
First
think.
of all, also, before we even get into that, Daniel at the club, I was like, whose uncle is this? Like, man, get this old white man about this club. Like, what is y'all doing?
for
Yeah,
real, though.
no, Daniel's in a
For real,
situation where
though.
he looks 40, but he's probably in his like early 20s. You know,
That
like it's
sucks.
crazy.
I'm
People,
like,
bro.
bro, somebody get Uncle
That
Paulie
sucks.
out of here. Like, what are we doing?
Like, look, if you're a person out there who just looks older than what you are, I'm so sorry. Like,
Yeah,
I'm so sorry because that has to suck. Like,
I
you
honestly,
look 49 in a club full of 23
I honestly
year olds.
don't know if it's a conscious. I don't know if it was a conscious casting decision. That's the thing. Like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I thought it was more like he just looks 40 and he's supposed to play a 20-year-old. I honestly don't know.
he just has game because it sounded like they wanted to hang
Yeah.
out. Like, I'm just
right.
I'm
Maybe.
just saying.
Or
Maybe.
either he had game or they were just trying to play him. And considering what happened
No.
in the episode, he
Yeah,
got
that's
played.
true. He got played for sure.
Yeah, no, he got played for sure.
But I mean, like, but he,
For sure.
you know, I think this
Kept
whole
his
thing
job.
came up after, like, you know, the whole
Yeah.
BB and, you know, Wilson Fisk discussion, and I think BB just wants to. But before that, like, they were friends in college or whatever, I think, right?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
But she didn't have any problem, like any
Right.
normal journalist, like throwing
Exactly.
him under the bus.
Yeah, no.
Crazy.
So they was friends in
Yeah.
college. So was he the teacher's aide and she was the student?
That's
Because
what? he was the dean's assistant.
damn, you had to have gone here 20 years ago. Because sir,
Excuse me, sir.
Big
Sir.
dog.
sir,
I'm gonna card you for a completely different reason this time.
call you Mr. Daniel.
See how old you are.
Golly.
What are you doing?
But I mean, like, with Daniel, I mean, Sheila is also, like, a good character for sure, in my opinion. Like, I think she's, like,
Yeah.
really trying to keep the peace, really, you know, she's a political aide or whatever the position would be, right? Like, she's really trying to maintain some sort of, like, composure and peace in the whole office or in the administration. She knows that Fisk is a volatile, very, you know,
He about
Like,
to
he'll-
get down.
But she
tight.
said,
Yeah,
she said
exactly.
it straight up in the episode. She was like, hey, look, bro, I've been here before y'all. I'm finna be here after y'all.
Right, exactly.
I'm a handle.
Yeah.
This is my position. Like,
For
I'm
sure.
going to handle this.
For sure.
Also, she
Only
don't
to
look
get
like a
cut off,
Sheila.
though.
Sorry?
She does not look like a Sheila. I
does
understand.
not
She
look
does?
like a Sheila.
I think she does. I think she does.
Nah.
Nah.
I feel
You ain't
like
seen
she
too many
does.
Sheilas.
All right, in the
You ain't seen too
comments,
many Sheilas.
does Sheila look like a Sheila? Black people comment only. There is like.
Hey man, we have Indian
She
Sheilas
looks more
too.
like a
Just saying.
Rosa, maybe a
No,
Eva,
we have
maybe a
Indian Sheilas.
We have Indian
Sheila, like a
Sheilas
Sheila.
too, so
I
I know
have
that
yet
like
to meet an Indian Sheila in my entire
Sheila-
life, bro.
Sheila
I need
is
to-
a-
Really?
you
Sheila
need to
is-
introduce me.
Sheila is a common name, man.
That's
Is it?
crazy.
Hold on. Is it just Sheila, or is it Sheila and a bunch of extra vowels and consonants?
No, it's Sheila.
You're not gonna do it. You're not
It's
gonna
Sheila.
do it. I'm not gonna do it.
I just want to point out to the viewers that I have been attacked racially for the past 15,
I like
10
Daniel.
minutes, hour long. I have been.
And I'm not
I
gonna
feel like
do
my
it.
Indianness has been under
You're-
attack this whole
you're
episode
trying to
so
get me to
far.
do it. You're trying to get me to do it. I'm not doing it. Yeah, sip on the Chick-fil-A lemonade.
You see,
'Cause I'm not
they
doing
just
it.
ganging up on me, man, and it's just.
Oh,
Chick-fil-A, if you want to sponsor us, give us some lemonade.
Facts.
Oh, what is that?
We love Indian people.
But yeah, no, yeah, appreciate it, dog. Uh,
Not gonna do it. Anyway.
But yeah, no. I mean, but Sheila is a common name in Indian cultures for sure. But yeah, no, I think I think she needs to be there in that. But I can't wait to see how that ends up. You know, with the character of
Bro,
Sheila,
I feel
well,
like she's gone, bro.
Yeah, I think she's gone too. But I also want to see because, like, I feel like because a lot of people are saying like Daniel's gonna be gone. Like Daniel has very too clear vase. Wow, I just said vase instead of ways. My accent just.
Who's gonna let you know?
I'm not doing it. I'm not
Wow,
doing it.
I call it out.
But to your point,
But he has two. Yeah.
To your point,
I fell
though,
right
Daniel,
into that one,
Daniel
man.
definitely. He has two phases where he's like the super loyal guy, but then he's also like has his own agenda at the same time.
Yeah.
Her, I don't think she's gonna get got. I think Kingpin is gonna respect the fact that she's legitimately been helping him the whole time.
You think she's gonna become one of like his right hand people?
No.
In the future?
I think he's gonna allow her to like walk away, but I don't think like he's gonna like offer or nothing like that.
What if it's gonna be like a twist, right? Like Sheila seems like the type of person who, you know, won't stand for like the kind of BS that like Kingpin pulls, and like you think that she's gonna find out and she's gonna stand, and then she's gonna get, you know, and then Daniel's the one who gets turned. But what if it's the opposite? What if like Sheila is the one who like turns to like the new Wesley, right? And she'll like keep his dirty laundry a secret,
That's
and
what I
Daniel's a
feel like's gonna
blabbermouth,
happen.
and he's gonna start spilling
That'd
some
be a
things,
cool
and
twist.
then yeah,
Because I feel like
Because I feel like-
she could go either way.
I feel like he got shown quite a bit of mercy by Kingpin. That
For sure.
like because he could have
Kingpin
been
was about to slap fire out of that whole room.
that
He was just like,
entire
"Everybody get
room,
out."
including the kids, which is
Right.
crazy work. I was like, what did the Laverians do? What the-
okay.
Wow.
So here's the funny thing, right? So I mean, I watched a couple of videos like on YouTube about people who watched the episode, and people were genuinely confused between Latvians and Latvarians, like
Not
Dooms
Laverians.
people.
I'm sorry. Latvians,
No,
yeah.
you didn't say it, but people were saying like, okay, there's a very like a big YouTuber that kept on saying that
because I did not know that. I thought you were saying the same word differently.
no,
No.
Latvians are like
Latvians
are
are
real
real
different things.
people.
Latvians
Latvarians
are
is
real
made up.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's Dr. Doom's people.
Yeah,
Dr.
but-
Doom's people that, yeah.
But there was a big YouTuber who was saying in his video like, oh, like Latvarians, and he was saying that this is like the first appearance of Latverians are like Doom's people and all that.
He's gonna need to make a
Latvians. They were Latvians, right?
And I was very surprised because this guy doesn't get anything wrong usually. So I was very, very surprised.
Was it New Rockstars?
No, it wasn't.
That's an easy mistake though, because they sound very similar.
They do.
No, I mean yes, they sound similar, but I mean
you have that syllable that's
true.
in between.
Right.
But it's like I don't know, like one is very real and one is not. So I don't know.
Yeah,
anyway,
for sure.
A little research.
I was about to say, is Latvia a fake place now? Is that?
No, it's not. Latvia is a
I was
real
about
place.
to say, Latveria is a fake place.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But people should know the difference. That's kind of wild. You could have Googled that before you made that video.
Absolutely. I'll tell you who it is after we finish recording, but I was very surprised.
Joey, you trying to start that on YouTube?
I don't.
Into it. We're here now.
We are...
From CHH to YouTube.
We are at...
Let's go. Let's go. Bryson and John.
Yes.
Geeks, new rock star.
We are at the time of this recording, we are at sub 100 subscribers, so I don't think we have the legs to stand against million subscriber channels.
That's how you make waves, baby. That's how we do it.
That's how you get clowned.
Nah, that's true. That's true.
That's how you get clowned.
That's wisdom right there.
Touche.
But
you bet.
Yeah, what else stood out to you guys? I mean, we haven't talked about the Frank and Matt conversation. The Punisher's back.
That was probably
first of all, I'm trying to figure out where was Buddy located, because that was a long montage for him to get to wherever Frank was at. I'm like, brother, what underground situation have you found?
What made me laugh was when he walked through the little playground and the camera was up there. Like when he walked through that little playground, it looked like the same playground that was in the Daredevil movie from 2003 that Elektra and him fought in. I was all like,
that's funny.
Why is he walking through there?
Elektra confirmed.
Elektra confirmed. Daredevil. No, that's wild though, because it did take him a while to get there, but like,
I was like, where is he
Elektra.
going? Is he even still in New York? Like, where are you at, sir? This man went all the way to Jersey underground.
He walked all the way to Jersey.
Talking about Elektra though, like, I mean, whenever I see like scenes of him and what's her name? Not Kristen. This new chick that he's with.
Excuse me.
This new girl that he's with.
Who are you talking about?
The new love interest for Matt.
The book writer.
The therapist. I forgot her name. But every time I see them together,
this episode.
Yeah.
Good.
No, every time I see them together, I'm just like, I miss Elektra. I don't know.
Bruh.
Every time the funniest part, it took me to this episode to realize, oh, she's Hispanic. Every time I'm
snap, she's Hispanic? I thought she was a white.
Nah.
Anyway,
look at her again.
She is Hispanic for sure.
Everything else she's in, she's like dimly lit.
Yeah.
But in this particular episode, she got some good lighting on her. I'm like, oh no, she's Hispanic.
Q's gonna just keep saying,
moving
the Punisher. The Punisher.
The Punisher.
No, welcome back, John Bernthal, bro. Like, I am excited.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Seriously, like.
That was the wrong button.
Friend of the pod.
Welcome back. No, man, I was one thing that I was taken aback by was just kind of like, it was like without skipping a beat. He like slid back into that character, and what I like was, okay, so everybody was acting their butt off except for the fiddle faddle guy in this episode, which makes him even starkly more contrast in this episode, because everybody else was like was doing the best they possibly could. Even the BB report, that guy, I was like, I believe that old dude sitting on the bench.
Thanks.
The fiddle faddle guy, why are you here? Send him
to jail. Go to jail.
Just stealing now.
Like,
at least he gonna get fed in jail.
Yeah.
Like.
Right. You got 10 days, sir. Relax.
But
I know.
Probation. Well, sir, we have you in HD. So we have you in 4K.
In 4K.
Stealing fiddle faddle. I don't know what you want.
5.
But yeah, no,
your sentence would go up. I got her to give you 10.
Anyway.
Like Frank Castle, like here's the thing, Q. Like when you said like he like slid back in like nothing, like never mind.
Pause.
Who?
Pause.
We gotta edit this out.
Jeez.
Anyway,
Had you kept going, we would have let you live.
rewind.
Had you kept going,
No, I
we
said it.
would've let you live.
I was not gonna let that.
I was not gonna let that live. Yeah. Anyway, but like
Well, Q might not let you live. I was gonna let you live.
But Frank Castle like getting back
Slid
into
right back in
just
there,
like can't even get a sentence out with these guys, man.
I'm sorry.
Frank Castle.
People are tapping out of this conversation right now. They're just like, we're done. This is why we're losing viewers. No.
The subscriber goes off.
Technically, we're gaining.
What did you do this guy?
But no, did you notice though? Like, I felt like John Bernthal's voice was a little gruffer, like a little, like more like rough around the edges than usual. Like it just felt like he was, he's been through a lot, and it just shows it. I mean, obviously with the facial hair and everything, but like it just shows like this is much more like.
Well, did you know that this was supposed to take place like 7 or 8 years after?
Yes.
The last season.
Wasn't it supposed to? Yeah, I mean, like with the Avengers
with the
stuff.
Continuity is kind of weird, but that's what the showrunner said it was supposed to take place at. So it's been a minute since they.
Yeah, so seeing
like
him
that.
kind of like getting back into that character and just like, that whole scene was so emotional, man. Like I told you all in the chat, like it brought tears to my eyes.
Frank had me tearing up for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Because like
See, I had the opposite reaction. I was just hyped that Frank was back. So anything he was doing, I was like, yeah, Frank, tell him, Frank, yeah. No, I didn't
Just where he's sitting on his couch with some
did.
fiddle
I was with him.
I think I got
Tell him about your son, Frank. Tell him about your son.
Pull out the block on him. Like, wait.
I got the title of this episode, guys. Fiddle Faddle Forever. Let's go.
Fiddle.
That's solid.
It's solid. We'll work on it. Don't worry. But yeah, no, I think it was such an emotional scene, and like Frank forcing Matt to confront that like Foggy's not there anymore. Like, and this is like you should have done more. That kind of situation. Man, dude, that broke Matt so much.
And
the fact he couldn't even say his name was just like,
exactly.
Oh, nah, you still ain't even tried to process this yet.
I mean, wouldn't you? Like, I mean, because it's been a year, but
it's been
still.
a year. But yeah, no, it's
a
lot.
Man's best friend.
Yeah.
Facts.
It's like, it's all like, to be honest, like when you go back to episode 1, like it was like the first 15 minutes for us, right? Like, obviously. But like, Matt losing his best friend in the span of like 15 minutes, it's like insane when you think about it. Like when someone who's processing trauma and grief, it's like they're gone so quick, and that's like the reality of death, right? Like it's.
And not only did he lose his best friend, but he also lost his best girl because she went to
right, exactly, yeah. And so it's like I don't know, all of that kind of like weight is really shown on screen in this scene, and then I'm just like, yeah, they did a really great job. And man,
you gotta think about also the fact that like it's been a long time. Like they've known he's been Daredevil the whole time. Throughout all these countless things that he's gone through and adventures and all that stuff, and he hasn't lost Foggy once.
Yeah.
This is the first time that he's lost somebody like that close to him.
Close.
Yeah.
So
since his dad,
that
really
would wreck me, especially since his dad, and well, I meant since he was a superhero or a hero.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's like
true.
He hasn't like experienced that until just now, because he usually is able to like either save some people, and if he happens to not save some people, he knows like, oh, okay, that's it's not my fault. This is But this is his friend who has relatively stayed out of danger for the most part for the better part of a decade or so.
Yeah.
And since he's been doing this, and this is the first time that he could not use. Right. Yeah, but. Since he's been doing this, and he can't, and to process being a superhero and not being able to save something, I would imagine it's akin to like how Spider-Man felt when Gwen's back just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I brought that into this.
Shout out to the human yo-yo. Too soon.
You could have done it, Andrew Spider-Man. You could have done that better. You should have figured it out.
Camp, you call
should've
her
figured
the
it out.
human yo-yo. That's crazy.
Too soon.
That's the title.
Way too soon, even though it happened. When did that happen?
That's the title.
Too soon, guys.
When did that happen in the comics? Like, what year did that come out?
60 something.
Yeah, it's still too soon.
Yeah.
Still too soon.
Well, I think from when we saw it, from like Amazing Spider-Man 2. So it's like,
Bro,
you're watching that, and bro,
Visually, that shot was
such
dope, though.
it was.
That shot was so
That,
dope
like,
with the web.
Yeah, the web going
Like-
like this. Yeah. Yeah,
was
no,
just like,
I remember, like, I wanted to watch that, that was, what, 2012? So I was entering, or I was in high school. And, like, I remember I wanted to watch that so bad. And then, like, the reviews started coming out saying that it was, like, trash, and, you know, everyone was hating on the movie. And then I was like, man, I'll just wait till the DVD. But I knew, because, like, there was one channel on YouTube, I forget the channel name, but that they were constantly reporting, like, Spider-Man news. And, like, you know, they had the rumors that... I'm sorry?
Everything always, because he's
No,
always
not everything
recording.
always. There's another guy. I think it's like... no, it was, like, exclusively Spider-Man stuff. Like, nothing else.
Okay.
I forgot the channel, but anyway, and like the rumors were coming out that hey, like Emma Stone was seen wearing the green jacket and all that stuff, and so they might be doing the scene, blah blah blah. And I was like, man, Gwen Stacy's gonna die. I'm so because I was like, man, Emma Stone's fine, bro. Like I can't, you know, deal with this loss. All right, in my high school days, let me just say that. All right, my high school days, but.
Emma Stone. Okay, no, I'm done.
In my
I'm
high
done.
school days, have some grace. All right. So yeah, that was wild. That was my first introduction to that whole like mythos of like Spider-Man losing his first girlfriend. You know, that's crazy,
Hey.
right? So yeah, but yeah, it's
But
very
anyway,
yeah.
back to Daredevil.
Frank, yeah,
Frank, that was raw. That was very emotionally showing. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so like,
Right.
hey. Anyway, so like, I'm interested in seeing
I did not say
what's
anything.
gonna happen. I saw
Nobody
that.
did.
Nobody had to say anything. Just raise. I'm gonna use your government. No. So like, it's kind of telling, and it's kind of cool because we have like a lead up to what's gonna happen, or what state Frank is gonna be in with this presentation. This what do they call it? A special presentation that's coming up
Yeah.
for
Yep.
Frank. Oh, I can't wait.
Facts.
And I'm
Yeah.
not,
Facts.
and you guys like you guys know me. Like, I'm not. I didn't think I would even be into this season of Daredevil just because I'm not with all the gratuitous violence and stuff like that. But they've actually done a good job of like balancing
yeah.
what's
they
there
have.
and what's not.
Yeah,
Facts.
And
Facts.
I know it's probably going to be a little bit more brutal, but I can't wait to
Right.
see the Punisher return. And I kind of can't wait to see how they utilize him in the future, because we got like the Midnight Suns coming up and everything. So maybe they'll get to have him be super brutal, but he's being brutal against monsters instead of like people. You know?
yeah. What I mean, you know, I think comparatively, like, I don't think Daredevil has been gratuitously like violent in a while, right? Like, I mean, like when I think of the violence in Daredevil, I think of season 1, and like the two iconic scenes that pop up are, you know, the guy, you know, when Matt is interrogating this dude, and then he's like the criminal's like too scared to say Fisk's name, and he basically goes ahead and stabs himself in the eye, you know, and like kills himself. And then there's the other one is where Fisk, you know, kills one of the Russian.
door.
Yeah, with the door.
Yeah.
Right? But like all the other seasons, like there are no violent scenes that I was just like, that's so iconic, that's so gratuitously. There's a lot of violence, I'll say, but I feel like the violence is kind of tapered off little by little throughout the seasons. I mean, is that
it's
fair?
the comics. That's fair. That's fair
Yeah.
to say, because, but then the thing is, I dropped off after season 2, like partway through season 2, and then watched The Defenders, which I liked. Just
Yeah, me
Reyes,
too.
who is not here at the moment, he, he doesn't like Defenders, but I liked Defenders. It was more of like what I wanted to see out of those characters.
Right.
And then I never watched season 3, which everybody says season 3 was like peak Daredevil, and I'm just like, crap, well, I missed it.
Yeah, season 3 was really good, but
so the
yeah,
Defenders, the whole storyline and the way they did it, I didn't like. But as far as the showcasing of the different characters, that was I did enjoy that part.
That's
but
fair, though. That's fair. The way that they treated the Hand was kind of out of line. Because the Hand is if you guys don't know, listeners,
the Hand is a formidable
viewers,
organization.
Hand, they don't play. They're like one of the top 5 organizations in Marvel that you don't mess with. Like, at one point, Matt becomes the leader of the Hand, and everybody's scared of the Daredevil, essentially, because it's like you got this dude who's essentially his moniker is the Man Without Fear, and now he's being more brutal, and he has like one of the top assassinist organizations on like the planet of their world. So it's just kind of like, okay,
yeah, because the Hand is low key to Marvel what the League of Shadows is to like DC. Like
exactly.
It's low key.
Yeah. Exactly.
They're very similar.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Who came first? What came first? League of Shadows or?
I believe League of
Shadows.
Shadows.
That's a great question. I don't know.
DC kind of they circumvent a lot of
League of
they come before like a lot of stuff in Marvel just because of like time period. Marvel started like slightly after.
Yeah. So I guess League of Shadows.
They had a lot of their stuff developed beforehand.
League of Shadows, League of Assassins, whatever you want to call them. But yeah.
So, but outside of that, the way that it ended, with that, did we finally find Mr. Adam?
Well, you gotta talk about one thing I will say before we get to the complete ending. I like how just talking about Vanessa and Kingpin's kind of arc in therapy. I like how we finally got to sit in on a session of them kind of hashing out what transpired and why it transpired and just the different things. Yeah.
I'm not sympathizing with the Kingpin, by the way. I know he's
the therapist to follow up at the end, like, hold on, do you feel safe? She was just like, oh, you're sweet.
Yeah,
she should have asked him that question. She should have asked him that question. Bring him back.
Right? Yeah,
you feel safe?
Vanessa's hella dangerous, bro.
Do you feel safe, money?
Vanessa's hella dangerous. Vanessa's the one that they need to watch out for, man. Like, yeah,
for sure. I got a feeling she's gonna off somebody for the season end.
She is very manipulative. Like, she is cunning.
For sure.
And that's something that we didn't see in the initial seasons. You know,
I wouldn't be surprised if she has something to do with him dipping back into his ways.
I'm pretty sure she will.
I think
sure.
Even
the conversation
Adam,
at the dining room table was dope.
Right.
Yeah.
Like her talking about, she asked me if I felt safe, but should I? He's like, hey man, look, I learned a lot of stuff from my daddy, but forgiveness won't one of them. So I'm trying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think,
but it's a lot.
I think her even like having the affair with Adam was like, you know, and inadvertently like causing Kingpin, like that led, you know, Wilson to go back to his old ways. Like I blame her. Sorry, you know.
Dang.
I blame her. I do.
Wow.
I do. Because she knows how Wilson is. Right? She knows how Fisk is. She knows the kind of crap that Adam.
You try to get canceled before we even...
I do not care, bro.
Before you even do this. I blame the woman.
I blame her.
Come and cancel.
I blame her.
Look, bro. I'm all
we got a thumbnail.
We got a thumbnail. We blame her.
We blame Vanessa.
No, man, that's crazy work.
I'm in a Daredevil mood right now. Blame me.
Homie can't be responsible for his own downfall?
No.
It was her fault?
It was her fault. Mans was trying to be better, but then she goes ahead and messes around with Adam. Freaking Adam. If it was a good dude, let me borrow his Lambo.
I get it.
Still, Adam should have been better.
I get it, but that's not indicative of how we even believe. As a people, we as the men are responsible for the things that happen in our household.
You push a man to his breaking point, you going
okay.
But
I'm not on that
team.
I feel like it was both
their fault because he did leave with no explanation. So it's just like you kind of left
that's true.
That's true.
He left.
That is true.
Like, what do you want?
That is true. I will say that.
She didn't help.
I'll give that.
Right. She didn't help it by doing what she did, but at the same time, you just leave without saying that. No, I don't know when you come back, if you feel to come back at all. I don't know that. So,
that is true. But apparently, like, there's some like upcoming trailer footage that shows like Vanessa and Kingpin like in the same room that he was in the end, like eating dinner together and stuff. Yeah.
First of all, like, since we own dinner,
I'm hungry.
Bruh. Them 6 large sausages.
Sir, I was like, whose plate of food is this? This is enough to feed 5 to 6 people.
I was cracking up the whole time. It was such a serious moment. It was such a serious moment, like Matt training on the roof with the baton, whatever. And then Kingpin. Hum num 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 num.
Eating the biggest plate of pasta I've ever seen. I said, God.
That's when he get his powers from being fat, like straight up. He was good.
But I mean, I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to show the dichotomy. They're trying to show the dichotomy of him eating his egg whites in the morning, and then now in the dark in the night, he's like, gorging, which is, I relate. I relate.
Pasta and cheeses.
I know.
Why did he have to have 6 of them mugs, bro? Why do you have to have 6
and them sausages were large. Them sausages were large. I said, sir. Why are you eating this by yourself?
It's too easy, bro. Come on, man. Stop.
I was like, and then they had the nerve to like zoom in on it.
Notice, I am not commenting about the size of another man's sausages.
We're talking about food, sir.
They said.
So right, let's zoom in.
Right.
Let's zoom in on this.
Gentlemen, this is a kid-friendly channel. All right.
Yeah,
so,
no, we're still
we're not actually. To be honest, we're not. But
this is middle school.
This is a Christian channel.
This is middle school.
Hey, we grown.
Appropriate.
Yeah. No, and I think having Adam in that frame, like showing up and screaming, like I think that was a good twist. I
thought it was
some
Danny
people
Rand
saw
at
it.
first. That would have been hilarious.
Yo, what if Adam is a recasted choice for Iron Fist?
Nah.
And he just doesn't know his own name.
Nah.
I'm trying to make some stupid stuff up, but no.
We don't want to put any false theories out there. Like
facts.
But
that was hilarious.
Adam was hungry.
Adam's definitely.
Adam was hungry.
Now we know why his knuckles was bleeding.
Yep.
He was beating.
Rose said we were having a clarifying conversation in therapy. I'm like, dog, no, you weren't.
He said.
So where's Adam now? I don't know.
They both said it. They were all like,
Right. I don't know.
I was like,
what does she know the whole time?
She knows.
What did she know the whole time?
To be honest, she might. She knows. Again, she knows Fisk. Like she knows, like something.
Right.
I feel like she's too smart to just let that go over her head like that.
Yeah, no,
man.
She's way too smart for that.
That was her first question when they got back together was, "Are you gonna kill him?"
Yeah,
he was like,
exactly.
Nah. Just have a conversation.
Like, look, man, nah, man.
But
look, man.
I think the shot of, I mean, we've seen it in the trailers before, but seeing the multiple masks or the cowls, whatever you want to call them, that was dope. I hope we can see.
I like how they handled the scene of intimacy with him and the therapist lady. Like, they were doing their thing, and then it cut to they was in bed. Cool. We don't need to see.
Yeah, they knew. Yeah, we don't need to see it. Exactly.
We didn't need the full Eternals butt action.
Rolling around in the sand for years.
Traumatized.
Eternal
butts. It was just it was classy. It was classy the way that they handled that.
Yeah, for sure.
It was classy the way that they handled that.
Absolutely.
Well, because that is.
But I will say, I do want to see. I really want to see the gray suit.
Yeah,
I know the black suit probably gonna be fire.
The gray and the red.
But I really want to see the gray suit.
Was that the one that he had when he was the ruler of the gang?
I don't remember.
Or was that the one where he just went off the deep end?
I've just seen images of it, so I don't know. But
I don't remember.
Okay. Because I know the one in the dark red and then the black one was when he was like going through his paces. I think the gray one was when he got in charge of the hand.
Gotcha.
And he became king of the underbelly.
That would make sense, though, actually. Right.
King of Hell's Kitchen.
They could go full
With
Ultimate Universe and have Matt Murdock become Kingpin, but
that'd be fire.
See, here's my thing. Here's my thing, and we're
I
gonna
want to see
bring
a
up
What If episode on that.
We're gonna bring up What If again.
Yeah.
I was just about to say we're gonna bring up What If again because here's my thing. Y'all had all these action figures that you did nothing with.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm so
bro.
mad about that.
That's
we
what
could
I'm
have
saying.
had a
It
What If
disappointed me so.
episode. I know they were waiting to rebrand everything and get it back in motion with the series and everything, but we could have had a What If episode of what if Daredevil decided to turn rogue and killed Kingpin and became like literally we could have done
like,
this.
That'd have been fire.
So many things we could have did.
That'd have been fire.
There's so many things we could have did.
But
now I don't know how that would have worked out contractually, but at the end of the day, give the people a free sandbox. If you're gonna do What If, they have to have a free sandbox to play around.
Right. Before we wrap it up, though, what's his face? Finally showed up again. Yeah, once Muse. Yeah, he showed his face at the beginning, and then they panned it back to him all the way at the end of the episode, showing him do what he do, extracting the blood from that dude to make another painting or whatever.
Because whatever he was using looked big. I thought he was taking out bone marrow. That thing was thick.
No, it's definitely blood.
He uses the blood as paint.
Yeah.
He uses the blood as a base for paint.
Yeah.
So like,
which is crazy. He looked creepy as crap. I will say that.
I'm scared.
And he gotta be strong to be carrying somebody that long.
Yeah.
Sir.
Down like a.
I'd have been dragging. Because, I ain't about to carry you that long. Not like this.
He said he was carrying him like this, and then he hit the potato sack.
Right, exactly.
That's like, how strong are you?
I want to see how the whole like Muse angle, the Muse arc, like ties into everything. Because I mean,
feel
we're
like
dealing
Matt's
with
gonna have to kill him.
We're dealing with Muse, but we're also dealing with Punisher, like going after his people, right? Because of like the New York. Like I feel like he'll have a vendetta against NYPD, and he'll go against that.
I feel like Punisher's probably not going to get to the bottom of the people using his likeness until the special.
And then it'll go into special. Yeah.
I feel like if there's ever a place to complete that, it would be there.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't think we're gonna see too much more of Frank this season.
He'll probably come back.
I think so.
Maybe one more.
I think they said he's gonna be the next couple of episodes. So.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know what he's gonna do.
I can see that happening.
Maybe he's gonna get back on the horse.
Maybe.
Probably.
I'm excited either way. I don't care. I don't care if we get him for one episode, half an episode, 2 episodes.
I don't really see Frank. I don't really see him doing much in season 2, unless like the storyline somehow dips into that. Because I feel like they're going to be more so focused on the other defenders than trying to give Frank Castle like a spotlight. Like he might show up for a hot second, but I don't feel like he's going to.
I forgot that there's still time. I said even season 5, by the way. I forgot that there was still. I forgot that there was still time for like the other defenders to actually show up, because they said to be rumored to be.
I don't think they're going to show up in season 1, but I feel like season 2 they'll definitely be in there.
Season 5.
Season 5, yeah. I think Just Ray just regards it as like this is like a reboot. No, I think.
I mean it is a reboot, but it's not. They said that it's season 4, so it's season 5.
No, I agree.
I'm gonna call it
season 5.
I'm gonna call it season 5.
You'd be wrong.
Agree to disagree.
Wrong all by yourself.
It's gonna be season 2. It's gonna be season 2.
But this Muse guy, like, I'm interested in seeing where they're gonna go. But something tells me either Matt's going to off him, or he's gonna get into a situation where, God forbid, Miss Secretary Lady is probably gonna die, and that's the scene where we see him in Muse's place, and he's going not like
Wait, hold on. Who's Miss Secretary Lady?
Which secretary lady are you talking
not
about?
secretary, not. I didn't say psychiatrist. Psychiatrist.
You said secretary.
I was about to say, you
Yeah?
definitely said
Okay.
secretary. Sir.
Yeah.
You definitely
Okay,
said
cool.
secretary.
I was like,
hold on.
I was
what
like,
are you
because
talking
hey, no way. No,
No.
my bad. No,
Yeah,
like
psychiatrist. Yeah.
the
Maybe.
psychiatrist lady. I feel like she gonna die.
Yeah, she gonna get in the crosshairs with at least with Kingpin anyway, for sure. Kingpin. I don't know about Muse, but
I hope
Kingpin,
not.
yes. I think.
Kingpin
Nah, I
can't
don't feel like
die.
she's
I
gonna
think
get in the crosshairs. I don't feel like she's gonna get in the crosshairs with Kingpin. I feel like if she does get in the
Oh,
crosshairs,
her?
it would be more so Muse.
His actual secretary, because of what I said.
Oh
No, the
no!
psychiatrist.
I'm talking about Matt's girlfriend, like getting in the crosshairs of Kingpin, because I
Yeah.
feel like Wilson, after some things might pop off where Daredevil gets involved.
who's-
Kingpin finds out, and then he'll make Vanessa will make those connections with.
Who's to say that he didn't hire Muse to do this stuff?
Oh, that's true.
It's a good point.
I'm just saying, like, it's
I
not a
feel like-
prediction.
I feel like this
because they
dude is
might not be working
deranged.
together.
I feel like this
Yeah,
dude is
Muse-
deranged.
I feel like
yeah.
Muse is a solo act. I don't feel like he works.
I feel
with
like
them.
he's on his own. But,
But,
I mean,
but you
well,
know
we
how
haven't
they
seen
do that
anything.
where, you know how they do that where they're working on independently. Somehow they find the other person exists, and then they're just like, "Well, why don't you work with me, or
That's
you
true.
do this and blah blah blah," and they
Right.
join forces.
That is true.
And maybe he offers him
Yeah.
something like that he can't.
But I feel like-
think because of how stalkerish he is,
Make some manure for you, can't refuse.
I've,
I mean,
I don't know what
I feel like
accent
how
is.
stalkerish he is. He's watching her, and he's gonna abduct her, and she gonna bite the big one. And Matt, that's where we see him in Muse's lair, just like
I feel like
probably because
Muse.
he killed her.
I feel like Muse just does it for the love of
I'm
the game.
also interested to see. I don't know about that theory, because I don't want her to die. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind her getting injured, but I don't want her
That
to
means
die.
it's perfect
But,
for them to do because they know that we don't want her to die.
I know, which just makes it sucky. But one thing I do want to see is where they go with the Bullseye storyline. Because remember, he was in the promo in the orange jumpsuit, so it's just like I wonder how or what they're gonna tease with that. Like him breaking out, him getting out, maybe Kingpin hires
he's
him
getting out.
again. Oh, for sure.
He's getting out. I feel like
Which is crazy.
I feel
but-
like he got too much work putting in at it. He with the spinal implant that he has.
okay.
They're not gonna take it. I just had to think about how I was gonna say it. He was putting so much work into that. So like, I said I'm
Wait.
done with the nonsense.
No, I didn't turn off my camera for that. I just turned off my camera because I wanted to sneeze. That's it. Okay.
So anyway, there was so much work embedded into his spine, to now where he's not like as breakable as before. And Marvel is trying to solve this whole we're killing off our villains all the time thing. So I think they heard us. I think they've heard us, and they're just like, we got to stop killing off a lot of the major villains because we're giving our heroes no one to fight.
Yeah, I
Like
get
they
it.
have
Right.
to keep encountering somebody different, which in some cases is cool, but it doesn't make
The
sense.
funniest part about
in
that is the
scope of
only
if you're
person that
gonna-
probably made it from the Infinity Saga into the Multiverse Saga was probably the Leaper dude
Leaper dude.
from Captain America.
Oh, Batroc. That's his name, I think. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Baron
I can
Zemo.
never remember his name.
Yeah.
No,
Baron Zemo's in the.
The-
He's in the. Yes.
The-
Baron Zemo's
Zemo is.
in the lockup. He made it out.
right. But I'm talking about like before Zemo was introduced. I'm talking about the one of the few people to make it out was the Leaper guy.
Like
I
from
don't remember his
phase
name,
2,
but Batroc.
basically.
Phase
like,
2?
Yeah, the first
Technically,
fight.
Ultron's still around in the computers.
Technically, not in the, but no, but he's talking
Ultron
about
never
like
really
because that's
dies.
the same guy who the first fight
Sure.
of the Winter Soldier on the ship when Cap is trying to rescue that guy, basically.
Mhm. Are you talking about the dude played by the UFC fighter?
Is he a UFC fighter? I'm not sure. I don't know.
Is he a UFC fighter?
Maybe.
Hoist Gracie.
He fights well.
Hoist
so-
Gracie. Yeah, Hoist Gracie.
Either way,
think it
but
was.
yeah, but no, I see your point.
Yeah.
Just race. I see your point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Any-
That's awesome.
Anyway,
But yeah, back to
Muse that buff some guy because you carrying full grown men.
His mask looks very well. Super
Yeah,
creepy.
It was. I
It
love
does-
his
It does
costume
look
design.
pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks
He
exactly
just looks
like
creepy,
his,
man. He just looks creepy.
Yeah.
So, like his
Super
his
creepy.
eyes look dead, and that's like perfect. You know. So
Yeah, which is a
I
welcome
wonder
feature
if he
because in the
when he
comics,
does the murals, does he do the murals in the fit or does he do the murals outside the fit?
I feel like he does them in the fit. Why not?
That's what I feel like too. I feel like that would add to the creepiness of it.
yeah.
Like you got to put the whole fit on just to paint these murals.
So no, what I was
So-
saying was he doesn't have the eyes on the in the comics.
Mhm.
They don't show his eyes, so his eyes being shown here obviously was a decision. I feel like they wanted him to look even more creepy than what he was,
Right.
because if you see them dead eyes,
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Facts.
Mr. Dead Eyes can lift you up like a potato sack,
Yeah.
extract your blood.
I'm excited, man. Like again, like, and I think this is like a sentiment that I've repeated across all the episodes. It's like this show is really showing that Marvel is back. You know what I'm saying? Like it's back, and I'm excited
Yeah.
for it.
Back like
Yeah.
they never left.
Back like they never left.
Back
They
like
never
they
really
left.
left.
And
but-
I appreciate them taking this step in this direction because now we see that they're not afraid to go gritty, go grounded, and
It took him forever to
do it
listen to
to the best
everybody
of their
though.
ability.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
I mean, it does.
It took him forever and a day to finally listen to what was going on. Because I feel like Kevin hears everything and just chooses to kind of go his own route anyway. But, like, which is fine. But at the same time, it's just kind of like, okay, man, you got to hear the people that are consuming your stuff.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
feel you.
out.
I don't know if that's all Kevin though. I don't know if that's all Kevin because I feel like Kevin would be the one to be like, "Hey, man, we should probably do it this way," and Disney's like, "But $1 billion though."
I hear you, and I understand that because just knowing the history with him and X-Men and how they weren't supposed to be reading comics, but he was sneaking comics in and
Right.
stuff. So that makes sense. It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I won't fully put that on Kevin, but it's just at some point they had to bend at some point and actually kind of incorporate some of these suggestions that people have been having and listen to like some of the outcry, like stop killing all the villains. Ain't nobody going like who else is left?
verse. So,
Right.
Because you had to bring in the multiverse in order for there to be different versions of the people that you already killed.
Right.
Facts.
Well,
That's why we get like
I would,
Secret
speaking of
Wars.
that, I would like to see main timeline Mordo come back.
Ooh,
yeah.
yeah.
I
But
know in
didn't
the
he-
original version of the film, Scarlet Witch unalived him. But
Yeah.
since we didn't get that version, he still could be out here somewhere. So
Right.
I would like for them to bring him back and
Yeah.
like show him really square off against Doctor Strange.
Yeah, no, I mean, and you know, like
I don't
he
know
has
what'll happen.
his own personal crusade of like no more sorcerers or whatever. Like he's trying to take powers
I
away
want to see
from
what
everyone.
he's doing.
Yeah,
wanna see what he's
that'd be
doing.
good to kind of check back in with him. You know, special presentation, Baron Mordo. That'd be
Yes,
Something.
yes, sir. Something.
Low
Bring
key,
him
that
back.
would kind of be a fire
dope.
special
Yeah,
presentation.
just to kind of like check in. What's Baron Mordo up to these days? You know, the forgotten character.
They should
Actually,
drop it
coming
around
the new-
Halloween to make it a horror thing.
Now, you know what I want them to do? And this will be something that the Christians protest, and I love us, but I want them to do the voodoo version of Doctor Strange. Dr. Voodoo. I want them to bring
I don't
him
know
in.
if. Right. Okay.
I
I feel
boycott
you.
this
I want him
immediately.
to be brought in too. I just don't know how they would
I am
bring
a
him in.
Christian. I do not support the dark arts.
Yeah, look,
Brother
we're all
Voodoo is
Christians.
tough though.
I rebuke this conversation.
Brother
No,
Voodoo is a
I
tough character
genuinely-
though.
Brother Voodoo is what his name is. they could change his power set. They could change him a little bit, but then that would kind of defeat the purpose, I guess.
Yeah, I was saying they probably won't.
I want to see. I want to see like.
I just don't know where. Like, where would you bring him in at? That would be my thought process.
Now, like Secret Wars, like you could do that. Like, literally, there's an excuse to bring everybody in.
That's true.
I just want to see like the same. What's his name? Sinister Strange, I guess. From What If.
Oh, you want to see him make a return?
I want to see him in live action.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. Like, I feel like that would be like the most quote unquote evil that.
Strange who I want to see come back? Quake.
We're waiting.
Quake is coming back.
Yeah, because
they've been saying that for like 5 years.
No, Clark Gregg, I think, posted something.
No, they just confirmed that like the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. are coming back for Secret Wars.
But I mean, they essentially retconned.
I believe it when I see it because they've been saying this for like 5 to 10 years. Ain't nobody showed up yet.
I'm ready for Coulson to come back. I'm ready for Quake to come, especially Quake. Goodness. Anyway.
You good?
Just Rays.
You good?
Just Rays. Why don't you take us out? Why don't you take us out?
You good?
Why don't you take us out of this episode? Thank you.
My bro had he had a flashback. He was like,
praise God. I said, Quake.
Shout out to Chloe Bennett.
Lord.
But I would love to see Quake back. Daredevil has been amazing. Daredevil Born Again has been tough. I'm still calling it season 1 and 2, even though it's a continuation of the original Daredevil Netflix series that went 3 seasons. But we here now, different name. Daredevil Born Again is a totally different name. But we got 2 episodes dropping next week for Daredevil Born Again. So episode 5 and 6, we're going to be doing our review the following week. So you know how that goes. The new drop day is no longer on Thursdays. It's on Mondays. So stay tapped in with the channel. Hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that way you can be notified anytime we drop a new episode on the channel. And let us know your favorite parts and moments. And let us know if we missed anything to talk about on episode 4 of Daredevil, which we just reviewed and recapped and gave our thoughts on. And don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already. And we out. Peace.